gentlemen. It is grand final time here of the gaming Prive or gaming Prive, the race tournament. This tournament has come to an end and we have 4 victorious players who have fought successfully against the other players. And boys, there is a lot of stake. 300 euro is being distributed among the top 3. First place will go home with 150, second with 100, and the third place, so the bronze medal, will have 50 euro. Unfortunately, no money for the last person, so it is really something unusual, something old-fashioned that we have seen way back in the days. But yeah, we have 4 players, 4 outstandingly good players who have qualified. 2 from the wanted team, Dofault and Snow, who I've spectated in my semi-final, which was very close. It went down to the wire. We had a triple final situation for the second place. And they have knocked down Glast and then also the Czech player by the name of Loudus. Yeah, and then we have also Wosile and Aurel, who have qualified from the other semi-final, which was casted by Ciremix on the Gaming Prive or Gaming Prive channel. So cup mode works as this. We have the map that will be played, 4 rounds on each track with 1 warm-up that players have been driven beforehand or have driven beforehand. And now you collect points. First place will get 10 points, second place 6, third place 4 points, and fourth place will get 3 points. And you collect points and the points will add up, of course, and then you have to reach a point limit of 120 because it's the grand final. You can see the point limit is 120. Then you need to win 1 more round in order to redeem yourself as the finalist. If you win a round with 119, you will only deny points to the players. So you can't get more than 120 points. But yeah, good start here from Wosile in this round, as we can see here. And of course you play each track 4 rounds and we have 5 maps in the map pack. And yeah, this is everything for the instruction for the warm-up. As we can see, Snow with a good start here ahead of Aurel and Wosile, but this part will decide it now who will go for that risky line. Snow not with the best amount of speed, so he's not gonna make it. Aurel is making it, but Wosile with a mistake, so Wosile drops down to P4 here in the meantime. Snow not the best amount of speed, so Dofault will actually overtake him as well, so he drops down from P1 to P3. Aurel wins the first round here with a 58.04. Wosile only in last, and then we have Dofault and Snow in P2 and 3. Second round coming up here. Aurel in the lead. And then we have Dofault and Snow behind. But the first round, nothing has really set in stone here. As you can see, nothing really has happened. One good round for Wosile and he could go over and tie the lead here with Aurel. If Aurel makes a mistake, of course, I don't want to forecast this. The gaming Prive player itself was part of the organization here. And yeah, good start from Wosile and Dofault. Look at that, they are in P1 and 2, but Aurel has really made that mistake. So the caster's curse again kicking in. Snow is in third, just a tiny tad behind Dofault and Wosile. He gives us a good overview here over the jump, as Dofault not getting himself a lot of speed. Snow and Wosile are making it, so Snow will eventually overtake his teammate here in the ending. But no, he has made the mistake. He has made the mistake, and Dofault will be in second place with that. Aurel also overtaking Snow. And this is not looking good for Snow here, as he has granted himself only 7 points out of the last 2 rounds. So Aurel and Wosile 14 and 13 points respectively. Then we have Dofault with 2 second places, finding himself in third position. And Snow in last with 7 points. Okay. So looking good here for Snow, as he has a very good start. As you can see, he is 0.1 of a second ahead of the rest, and he's really in need of those points. As you can see here, Wosile is going for the attack. Let's go a little bit further behind. Let's go with Dofault here. Aurel has made another mistake, so not looking good here for him in this round. But you can see him down here. You could see the front of his car just behind Dofault here, so he's pressurizing him. So maybe a good ending could help Aurel to come back here in this round. Dofault is pressurizing Wosile here. Who's getting that jump? It is Snow, not making it good, but actually was able to stay ahead here or stabilize his car. But Wosile and Aurel did it, and Dofault will overtake. No, won't overtake Snow here because he has made the mistake. And he has to turtle into the finish. He makes it. Great save. Interesting finish there. But yes, Snow, after the good start here, drops down to P3 with that. Aurel is now in the lead, really capitalizing from that jump section. So great job from Aurel. Really shows that he can cope the pressure. Maybe the best here from those players. Maybe the most experienced players, as he is playing TMGL and has played so many events, even without any sort of train. So he's doing very good. Wosile in the lead, but has come into touch with the pole there. So now Wanted is leading. The Wanted duo is leading the race here. Dofault and Snow are battling it out. 18,000. Snow is a bit further, or is a bit faster here. And now the jump is coming. Dofault is saving it. Oh, almost hitting the pole there. Snow is surviving it. Very great done. And Dofault will certainly have not the most amount of speed here in this section. But it's even actually. It is Dofault taking it. Dofault taking it, so you can see that this line there, this bottom line, is not even that slower if you do it properly like Dofault did. So Dofault with his first 10 pointer here in this grand final and is ahead of Wosile because Wosile was only on last position. So greatly done there by Dofault. Greatly done. So to the second map we go. As I've mentioned beforehand, we have 5 maps that will be played. And 5 maps will be played in 4 rounds. So it is a bit random which track will be the track where players are finalists on, but it is like that. Some map has to be like that, right? Some maps have been shuffled beforehand, and we see Feather Feel by TI Music here. The second map of this grand final. Players are warming up again. Wosile doing it good here. Aurel is in second place, followed up by Dofault, who gets a good slide. So you can describe this map as following: that you have like multiple ways here. As you can see, you could go to the left or to the right, and one of the ways, one is riskier than the other. So Wosile wins it here in the warm-up with a 59.59. Great time. So every time below 1 minute is good. And since this map is hard, the margin where players are moving can really differ. So it's not like a tech map where you say, oh, a 59.59 is good, but a 59.90, for example, is not that good, right? So I would consider both times as maybe almost winning material. But yeah, into the first round we go here, as we still have Aurel in the lead with 28 points. So mathematically speaking, he has gotten himself 3 second places and 1 first place. So that's pretty good from him. Okay, Dofault and Snow are in the lead. Wosile is behind. Great exit from the tube section here, as Wosile gets really a lot of speed here. And Dofault still remains in the lead. Aurel not with the best downhill here, so Wosile comes closer, and Wosile will extend his lead towards the second place. Dofault not getting a good landing here, and therefore he loses a bit here in this part, but he will still remain in the lead. Wosile with more speed though. He has a little bit more speed than him, and he will overtake him. So Wosile now up into the lead. Let's follow Dofault here for that last part of the track. Dofault taking so many risks, and it's actually Wosile winning it, but only 26 thousandths of a second, and Snow not making it. So Snow with a mistake here and is not able to finish. And this is not looking good for him, since he's only sitting there at 17 points. But look how close this is for that first place. 32 points for first and second place. And then 1 point behind that, we have the third seeded player already by the name of Dofault. So great job so far from the 3 players. Snow has fallen a bit behind though. But let's go ahead and spectate him. Aurel, first error of the round. Maybe the other players can capitalize from that, as Aurel will get overtaken definitely by one of the 2 players here. Maybe by both of them, or they will tie it. Who knows, who knows. Snow in the lead, and he's really in need of those points if he wants to stay in front, or wants to stay intact, or like be a contender for that top 3. And right now it's looking good for Snow. He's in the lead. From 13 to work with. Only the ending is there that can really cut him. Snow will stay in the lead. Greatly done. 59.68. Greatly done. Also with a .82 in second place. Dofault also finishing. And then there's Aurel with a DNF. Oof. This is not good for him. And therefore he moves from first to third place in 1 round. But still, Aurel is Aurel. So never underestimate him. Never do that. Such a talented player, and let's go with him in this round. Snow and Wosile on the lead. Dofault comes back with a strong line, as Aurel is a little bit behind here. As we can see, 0.17 of a second, but good drift cancelling here from him, so he gets himself a lot of speed over this section. Wosile and Aurel going for that inside approach, and then we have Snow and Dofault going for that more speed outside approach. But Aurel with a mistake, and he has to go for that safe way, and he really needs to finish here, because another DNF would really hurt your mentality, or like your like confidence. Dofault is in the lead, but Wosile with a mistake, and he has to respawn, and this means that Wosile is not able to finish. So Dofault and Snow are in P1 and 2, and Wosile, is he able to finish? Yes, no, yes he is, but only 0.2 of a second was in between there, and a 0.64 is a good winning time, and Dofault will extend his lead with that, or will go over to the lead with that. So greatly done by Dofault. And also from Snow, really has gotten himself 16 points in the last 2 rounds, which is a very good amount of points. Interesting line there from Wosile. Goes for a lot of speed. Let's see if this pays off. But I think he just got a very, very bad roll right there. Unlucky for him. So Wosile 0.46 behind the leader here. Or the leaders, because it's super close here for the top. Dofault has some air to breathe, but Aurel with a beautiful uphill. And this is exactly what you want. Aurel with more speed, and therefore he will overtake Dofault here. Also a good low jump. Let's go into Dofault's perspective. Is he pushing it, or will Aurel take the 10-pointer here? Yes, it's looking good, but also a great ending here from Dofault, but it's not enough. So Aurel with a 10-pointer here. Dofault in second, Snow in third, and then we have Wosile in last with a 1 minute .29. Even though he has made a small error in the start, still a good time. So he has come a bit closer there in the end. So next map is coming up. It is Keba Karan by Raceland. And let's see who will make the one with the best. Dofault has made the first mistake here. Really cool track. I like it. I really like it. One of the, not easier tracks, but transitional maps. Let's say like that. So I mean, some parts are really hard and you can go for different lines here. Snow is right now on first, but has made a mistake. Also, interesting approach there from him with the nose dive. So greatly done by Wosile. Oh, let me drink something. Oh, Aurel with the full risk. So good luck to the players. Snow is still in last place, but only 14 points behind Dofault. And then for the second and third place, it's still pretty close. Only 2 points between them. So everything can happen. Alright, first round here on this track. Aurel and Wosile not with a good start. But Wosile, on the meantime, really gotten himself a very good line there and therefore a lot of speed. So he goes up into the lead. And Aurel, where is he coming from? Aurel now up into the... What was that? This looked very unreal for me. But Aurel now up into the lead. Followed up by Wosile still in second place. And then we have the wanted duo in third and fourth position. But Dofault got a really good turn here. Really good jump here from him. But now... it is Aurel and Wosile in this battle for that first place. Wosile with a very good transition there. So he will remain in first place with a lead of 0.12 of a second. Dofault going for the attack on Aurel here. Who will get himself the second place? Will it be the Gaming Prive player or the wanted player? It looks like Aurel has a very good approach. Good no jump for him and Aurel will take it. Dofault had to respawn and therefore I think he's not able to finish. Or is he? Snow gets himself the third place obviously. After that mistake from Dofault, and Dofault is not able to finish indeed. So unlucky stuff there for Dofault as his teammate Snow comes a bit closer. And since only the top 3 goes home with money, it's really unforgiving here when you make a mistake. Dofault is making the first mistake of this round and he is crumbling after the mistake in the ending. He now makes a mistake in the beginning. So not looking good for him. Snow in the lead, Wosile behind, and then we have Aurel. Aurel 0.35 behind. So he has to make some catch up work here. But he can make that happen in this RPG section. Greatly executed wallbang, only 0.38 between him and Snow, but has come into touch with a pole there. But only so slightly, so not a lot has happened to him. But Wosile has come into touch with the trenches. So he is dead here in this round. Snow still in the lead. And he will remain there and gets himself a 10-pointer. Aurel in second. Then we have Wosile in third. And Dofault also able to finish after that respawn. But only gets himself 3 points. So yeah. It's looking close now. Look at this 7 points between first and last place. Oh man, this is always in this tournament like that. The quarterfinal was that close. The semifinal was that close. And now we have the final, which is as close as both of the prior matches. What is happening? This is... Oh man, what a good tournament. Aurel with a mistake here. The first seeded player with the mistake. And this means that he has to settle with 3 points in this round. As we have Snow and Wosile in first and second, and then Dofault behind. Snow with a beautiful turn there goes over into the lead. Wosile wants to have something against that, as well as Dofault, who jumps very far there. But eventually didn't come closer with that. Wonky approach here from him. But this will be all in the ending here between Wosile and Snow. Snow with the more direct approach. Wosile with more speed. Let's follow Wosile here. Jumps a little bit lower, but this part will decide it here. Snow got it really good as well as Wosile. Wosile not able to overtake Snow. And it will be 1 minute 0.77 for Snow, winning it the second time in a row. So Snow comes closer towards Wosile and also is now even with Aurel, both with 61 points and still only 6 points between first and last place. What a round, or what a match this is. So Snow with the comeback here. And let's follow his teammate Dofault, who was really crumbling in the last couple of rounds. He really needs some points here. But what a back and forth. Wosile still remains in the lead here with 64 points. But not in this round, as Dofault, I was speaking about him, goes over into the lead now. Great line here from him. really transfers a lot of speed in this section. So Dofault now in the lead and really beautifully executed for him, but jumps too far there and he got punished for being too fast, and every player is overtaking him. So Dofault taking too many risks here, and therefore he is down to last place. Okay, the fight here for that first place is going on. Wosile is in first, Aurel is in second. Then we have Snow, who is overtaking Wosile here, as Aurel is overtaking him as well, since he has made the mistake. So Aurel will take that one here home. And then we have Snow in second. Wosile actually gets overtaken by Dofault as well. And yeah, what a round, as Wosile has thrown that one away. Was an easy 10-pointer for him, but may eventually has risked it a bit too much. So it is Aurel in first with 71 points now. And for the second place, we have an even match, 67 points, vice versa for Wosile and Snow. Dofault with 62 points, not too far behind. And now we have the next map coming up, the fourth map already. It is You Can Do Better. One of the tracks, what I would consider is one of the harder maps on the end. Or, nah, I mean, every map is kind of hard here, but this one, especially with all those transition where you can really lose your speed and everything like that. You want to hold your gear here in this section. And also the ending, where risking is super beneficial if you do it correctly, of course. So Wosile shows us how to not do it, actually. I wanted to praise him because it looked like a very good line. But yeah, Dofault with a good jump. Despite that clip, he will get himself in a good time, but he wants not to finish here. So no player will finish here yet. Wosile with the first one with a 1:11, so this is not the time we are looking for. Beautiful jump by Aurel. You can see that he has come close to 0.2 of a second towards his opponents. Good luck and fun to all of them, as Aurel is in the lead and 50 points, 49 points to be exact, away of granting himself the finalist mode. Okay, not the best start here for Snow and also for Wosile, as Snow has slowed down, and Wosile as well. Oh my god, I'm really forecasting that one right now, and Dofault is now capitalizing from that, as he is in second place. We see Aurel in first, so he could extend his lead. Maybe the pressure is rising for the players. Aurel with a good section here. He has 0.4 of a lead to work with here over Dofault. And then additional 0.5 of a second towards that third place. The fight could go on here for that third place indeed, as we have Snow coming closer towards Wosile here. He gives us a good overview over the player pack here. Snow with a good gear. Wosile didn't do it that good, so he will drop down to P4. Wosile comes back here in this section. Didn't get too many skids. Very low jump here from him. Snow with more speed, and Snow will overtake him. Or will he actually? No, Wosile with a better ending, and Aurel will stay in first. Indeed, Dofault in second. Wosile, as you could have seen there, in third place over Snow. But some mistakes have happened here in this round. So 81 points for Aurel, who is now the leader. 10 points of a gap between him and the second place. So looking good for him to take home that 150 euro, which is a juicy prize pool for the first place. Good jump there from Snow and Dofault, but also Aurel got it really good. But look at Wosile has misaligned his car, so he went too fast into the turn there. So he was not able to have a saying here in this round, as he is 0.4 behind. The two wanted players are fighting it out with Aurel, as Dofault and Snow have both were holding their gear. So greatly done by them. Snow is in first, didn't get the best land on the half pipe, and also not a low jump here, or a jump too low, so he will be dead here. And Aurel has to settle with the second place. No, he will overtake Dofault in the ending. Oh my god, 100th of a second between Aurel and Dofault, and this was super important for Aurel since he's now up to 91 points, and we see a triple tie for the second place. 74, 74, and 74 points for Dofault, Wosile, and Snow respectively. What a race is that. Guys, we are also playing for that second place, and the second place goes home with 100 euro and the third with 50. But you know what? The last place gets nothing. Nothing. Zero. So the last place battle will be also, or the third place battle will be also super interesting to watch here. Since one player is going home with nothing here in this grand final. And they know it. You can see this playing style. They are risking it here for the biscuit. Aurel is in the battle for that first place. Gets himself a lot of speed, but not the best transition here. Dofault and Wosile are on P1 and 2. Aurel is pushing it though. 0.2 of a second to work with different approaches here. As we see Wosile with the gear down here. And he drops down to P4. So to the last place. And Dofault looks strong to take that map win. But the question is, will it be Snow behind him, or will it be Aurel who will take more risks here in the end? Dofault jumps too far down here, and Dofault had to respawn, and it will be Aurel winning the third round. No! It will be Snow sniping him. Great ending from Snow here. Great job. Great round, and this was he was in need of. So Snow sniping that 10-pointer away, and comes closer. Not too much, but 13 points. Of a gap between him and the first place. So great comeback here from Snow in general. As we go to the last round on You Can Do Better. Aurel is 23 points off the finals mode, and the other players have still a long way to go. But on the other end, we have Dofault, who is right now sitting in last place. Being at 77 points, but we see Wosile with the respawn here. Not looking good for the game ward player. As he dropped super far behind here. You can see the fight between Snow and Aurel. And this is really, really important now for Snow to get himself the first place if he wants to have a saying for that first place in general. Aurel does it really good here. As you can see, he's extending his lead just a little bit by going over to the left, but Snow with such a good line here, but had clipped it. So Aurel will win this here and will move up to 107 points with a 102.45. Great job, but also a great time by Snow pressurizing Aurel there. Greatly done. So Snow up to 90 points. Great comeback. Dofault and Wosile, same amount of points. But still, nothing has set in stone, because it is Aurel who still needs to get himself into the finest mode and eventually has to win one more round to be the victorious player. So the last map is coming up now. It's Bayana. This could be the last map for either Aurel or Snow, since they are over 90 points. And if Snow, for example, wins all the rounds, he will be the victorious player. This map was a little bit controversial, and we've seen some crazy rounds on this one just in the quarterfinal. So 107 points for Aurel. Means that he needs a first place, and then something doesn't matter position in the round after that to go into the finalist mode. And Snow needs 3 first places to go into finalist mode, and the other players are, of course, they can make it with 4 first places, but this will be super hard against players, or against a player like Aurel, who's doing this ending pretty good. But Wosile comes closer though, only 0.13 of a second. So 1 minute 0.98 for Aurel. Great time and good luck to the players. So into the first round we go. Let's spectate Wosile here, who really dropped down. He was at first place, but now is down to last, as well as Dofault here. So looking grim for him. A very evenly distributed match. Aurel goes for such a good line here. Gets a lot of speed, but Dofault is in the lead. So Dofault wants to say something against that. That Aurel or Snow go over into the finest mode. Wosile, very great start section from all of the players. It is Dofault still in the lead. Wosile fighting back. Who will advance into this section here? It is everyone who survives it here. Great box slide from Wosile. So the ending will decide it here, as we see Dofault 0.3 behind, as well as Aurel not doing it good. But Aurel just has to finish and needs to win the next round in order to advance into the finest mode. Wosile is doing it here, and it is Aurel denying some points towards Snow here and Dofault. So greatly done by Wosile, winning this round. So 91 points now, and Aurel with 113 points. A victory would put him into finest mode. The second place only would put him into the face lap, 119 points. So with that, Wosile is up to third place here. And also Dofault had a very good round. It was a very close round there, but you play in the final. So unfortunately Dofault has lost there. So Dofault again with a good start, as well as his teammate Snow. You can see that here. Great nose dive from Dofault, the left-right transition there. So Dofault now up into that first place, or still remains in that first place, but his teammate Snow wants to say something against it, as Dofault gets the slowdown there on this half-pipe block, and this is unfortunate stuff for him. As we see now, the three players here alone, or one player alone, with Snow and Aurel having too much of a gap here, 0.15 of a second. So Snow needs to survive that ending, but Aurel is lurking. Aurel is lurking. Aurel has more speed, and he could get himself the finest mode. Aurel has more speed, and Aurel will take it. 200ths of a second, and Aurel has sniped that first place and is now up to finest mode. What an ending by Aurel. Again, a sub 1 minute one time is sealing the deal. Well done by him. Greatly done by him. And he has at least 2 attempts to work with. This is his first attempt. Let's follow the gaming Prive player. Can he win his own quote-unquote tournament? Or will it be someone else who can deny him the victory? Aurel not with the best line here, but jumps so far to the left that he gets himself a lot of speed. Wosile and Dofault again in P1 and 2 after that section. But now the section comes where Aurel is really shining through. The gaming Prive player doing it really good here. Everyone survives it. No one has come into touch with the supporting cable of the Trackmania² block there. So nothing has happened to the players. Wosile still remains in the lead. But what a close round. Snow and Dofault are on P2 and 3. Everyone has survived this section there, or has survived the section there, and it will be Wosile in the lead. So Wosile can deny Aurel the victory here, but the ending is still remaining. Aurel has nothing to lose, and he knows it. Aurel has nothing to lose, and he's showing us that, but he can only snipe away that second place from Snow, and it will be Wosile winning it, and Aurel in second. But yeah, great comeback again from Aurel. And this means that we have 2 players with 104 points now. And the gap, or the finalist attempts, are shrinking. He still has at least 2 finalist attempts, since Snow didn't get first place in this round. But the pressure is rising with every attempt. Aurel with a good start section here. Releases a bit beforehand, so he gets a very, very smooth transition here and a lot of speed. And you can see that this really pays off. Dofault again with a good start, so he's in the lead. We can see Snow, or we have seen Snow on the bottom right, who has made the mistake. And now Dofault has to deny Aurel the victory. Gets it really good here, so this time he gets no slowdown. Yes, he won't do so. And Wosile is in this battle for that second place, and he's really in dire need of that second place. since he would have been at 110 points with a second place. Aurel is pushing it, and Aurel goes over into the lead. Dofault has nothing to lose as he has a little bit more speed than Aurel here in this section. This will be all in the ending. Dofault with the more inside approach, and Aurel can risk it here, but Dofault will deny. No! It will be Aurel winning the Gaming Prive, the race tournament here, and goes home with 150 euro. Well played by Aurel. So what a close ending there, what a close call from Dofault, but he has risked a bit too much, and therefore it will be Aurel using his second finals attempt and goes home with 150 euro. Well played. GG. So Aurel does not know what pressure is, kind of. So the Gaming Prive player itself winning this tournament. Well played. And now we have the first map coming again, which is electricity. So electricity, kind of. And we are still playing for that second and third place. Second place goes home with 100 euro and the third place with 50. Last place gets nothing. So this is really unforgiving. A very old school-ish format. But it is like that. And players are currently warming up. Wosile needs one more victory to advance into the finalist mode. And then it is Snow who needs 2 second places to go into finalist mode. And Dofault needs 3 good finishes. So at least 2 first places and 1 second place to go into finalist mode. So in before we see a triple final situation again. Who knows? I can imagine something like that. Snow gets first, Dofault gets second, Wosile gets third, and then Dofault wins every round. And then we have a triple final situation. But yeah, we will see. We will see, boys. I'm not forecasting anything, but maybe that what I have described there can happen. It's a possibility. Okay, so let's see what Snow is doing here in this round. Wosile with a very inside approach there. But still got it really good. Had to release though, because his line was a little bit off. But still it is him remaining in the lead. Dofault 0.16 behind. Snow also not too far behind here behind Wosile. Great approach here from both of the players. Who gets the best speed outcome? It is Snow, also with a better wall ride in this section. So he will go over to the lead with a 0.07 of a lead to work with here. So the ending will decide it. The ending is very hard to do because you really want to get this jump. Which Snow is showing us now. He's doing it perfectly fine, and Snow is indeed in the lead as Dofault has made a mistake, but also Wosile. So the results that I've said beforehand are just the ones that are happening right now. Snow with a 58.13, Dofault in second, and then we have Wosile finishing, but only getting himself 4 points. So no finalists yet. 118 points for Snow, 114 for Wosile, and then we have Dofault with 100 points. So he's really in need of this 10-pointer now. He needs to win all 3 rounds to get himself the 100 euro. Looking good for him so far, as he has not made a mistake in this round. But still it is Snow and Wosile in the lead, but Wosile has released a little bit too much here. So he will drop down, but we don't have a finalist here yet. Just in the next round if Snow finishes and Wosile gets himself the second place, which is very unlikely at the moment since he is a little bit further behind. But he can still capitalize from a mistake here from a player. As you can see, Snow and Dofault are not too far ahead, and now this part is coming up. Snow got it really good, as well as Dofault, but Wosile with a mistake, and Dofault will actually survive it. And let's see, will Dofault snipe away that first place, or will it be Snow? No, Snow has more speed, and Snow will deny some points towards his teammate. And this means that Snow is finalist, Dofault is up to 106, and Wosile up to 118 points. So what a thriller. Snow is definitely, or is indeed, in finalist now, denying some points towards Dofault and Wosile. Can he use his first finalist attempt? Let's see. Can he make it happen? Second last round here on electricity. Snow with a good start. alongside with Wosile, who's not finals yet. He's at 118 points. But this is still a gap, or that is still the 2 points that he has to fill in order to move into the finals mode. And even if he gets himself the 10 points here, it is not that he's at 126, 120. Means that he's in finals, and Snow is now up to a good start here. Going to the second half of the track, we have Snow with a comfortable lead of 0.27 of a second. Wosile has nothing to do, so he can push it here in the ending. He will definitely go for that risky jump. You can see the outside approach. Snow is doing it, and as well as Wosile, but Wosile with a mistake as well as Snow. And Snow was able to stabilize his car. What has happened there? So Snow will take the second place, or will he? Will Snow take it here? Yes, he will do so, but only so slightly. But what a wonky ending from Snow here, taking home €100. GG. I think he has flipped from this corner, has done a 360. So something like that has happened to him. Well played, Snow. Second place goes to him. Wosile is up to finals as well, and Dofault has to deny him. €50 is on the line. Dofault versus Wosile here. This could be the last round. Dofault looks very strong here, as he has extending his lead to 0.07 of a second. Yeah, Dofault again with a superior line in this section, and he could deny Wosile the third place here, and we could go to a final round on the next track. Let's go ahead with Wosile's POV. He has a lot of speed here in this section. Only a couple of thousands, 16,000 of a second are tearing those players apart. Who will take it? It's Wosile with a good amount of speed here. And now the ending. The ending will decide this tournament. And it is Wosile makes it. And Wosile will take that third place and home €50. GG. Well played, Wosile. Well played. 58.33. And he will take it. Wosile is the third, or has won the bronze medal, and therefore €50. Dofault, unfortunately, didn't go home with anything, but still well played. Nice final.